Let's go over reward vaults and how you can add incentives. But first, let's recap the incentive marketplace. Now, if you go to docs.berachain.com, go to learn, go to incentives, we'll be using this diagram to explain the incentive marketplace. Now, users with BGT will boost validators. That BGT amount boosted decides how much BGT emissions our validator produces to distribute towards different reward vaults based on the reward allocation list. Protocols and now users can offer incentive tokens that have been whitelisted for the reward vault to encourage validators in directing those emissions. Once a validator directs those BGT emissions to a reward vault and the block rewards are triggered, the incentive tokens are transferred and the validator can take a permission percentage of all incentives offered. When the transfer process occurs, an off-chain web service monitors those events and keeps track of which user boosted and what incentives were offered at which block. A user will interact with that off-chain web service API via the hub to retrieve a claim proof, which is updated every 24 hours, and submit that to the incentive distributor contract to transfer their eligible incentive tokens. And that's how the incentive marketplace works. Now let's go through that process using the hub. First, let's say I'm a user that has some incentive tokens that are offered by a reward vault and I want to contribute to its offering. Now to start, let's find a reward vault with 0 incentive. Let's go to hub.berachain.com. In this case, I'm in Empopolia. Let's go to vaults and let's choose a vault that has some incentives. If we scroll down to the incentive section, we can see the current incentive offered and the current incentive rate per BGT. If we go to view pending, we can also see an additional current amount of incentives contributed by others. Each of these tokens are marked as pending, which means that the users have given incentives to the reward vault so that the token manager responsible for that incentive token can offer it as an active incentive when they choose. You can think of it as an account within the reward vault that holds a balance of different incentive tokens ready to be used by the token manager. If I go through the process, I can click add, set an amount, in this case 1,000, and go through the process of transferring the tokens. It may take a second to update, but we can see the new amount reflected under pending. And that's how I can contribute to a reward vault's incentive tokens as a user. Let's switch over to a token manager responsible for this reward vault incentive token. Here I can use a total amount or specify only a portion of the incentives at the current incentive rate to make an active offering. Let's click confirm and make this offering active. If I refresh the page, you can see the current active incentive offering. Now that I have an active incentive, let's add more incentive tokens using our own wallet and increase the incentive rate. This time we'll go to make an active offering directly by clicking the add button. Here we see our current amount offered and our current rate. Let's say I want to set the rate to a small amount. We can see that I can't because not only does it not meet the minimum incentive rate, but it doesn't meet the current incentive rate. This means I have to enter a rate greater than or equal to the current incentive rate and an amount that at least meets that rate in order to change it. The general idea is if you need to increase the rate, there's a small amount that needs to be added with that rate increase. For example, if I change the rate to 0.02, I still need to meet the amount of a minimum incentive rate of 0.001 in order for that rate to change. Let's go and increase it. Once approved, I can see the new incentive rate applied. And that's how users and token managers can offer incentives for reward vaults. Thanks all.